button pushed.
Hello.
Hello.
We are one less Francisco tonight. I had a feeling.
You had a feeling?
It's stormy here, and
Ooga shaka.
boom.
And
boom.
people are going, man, I'd really rather have someone bring me my food.
I want a pizza.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's the way it goes. Anytime, like, if there's a cloud in the sky, it's like, oh, I better go order some pizza. Because I'm not getting out in that, that's for sure.
That's what I'll eat.
Poor schlub do it for me.
Yeah.
And then I'll give him a whole 50 cents.
Yeah. Guaranteed,
Yeah,
the ones that small talk about the weather are the ones that don't tip you. Every time.
Open the door, it's downpouring. They're like, dang, rain looks real bad. Thanks for the pizza.
Like, man, it sure is bad out here today. There you go. No tip.
No tip.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Give me that. Get off my property.
Either that or the ones that comment on how big of a drive it was because they live like just at the edge of like the delivery area.
Yeah.
Like, man, it's a long drive out here. There you go. No tip.
That's fantastic.
Thanks.
Man, it's a long drive. Screw you.
Except for the ones that are like across the street that give you. I don't know what a good tip is now. $5 was a good tip back in the day, back pre-pandemic. Who knows what it is now?
It's like $20. God
Yeah.
dang. Just keep this 20, dude.
100% tip.
100% tip. Ain't no pizza getting delivered to your house for $20. Like Pizza Hut and stuff is outrageous.
The pizza costs, $17.99.
Yeah.
When you order it for delivery, it comes out to like $35.
Yeah.
It's
And that's
insane.
before a tip.
Yeah. And then you gotta tip them. I was gonna order food tonight, and I got it all queued up, and it was like $45, and I was like, yeah, nah, I'm just gonna get that. That was before tip. Like, I'm not doing that. I'll drive somewhere.
Imagine having a family of 5.
I know. That's unreal.
We don't eat out very much.
Yeah, yeah. That makes sense.
All right, it's a D&D time. We are one less Francisco tonight because it's work time.
He's going to get a tummy ache and drown.
Yep.
Yep.
We ended on quite a cliffhanger. I was like, what am I going to do with Krog? He'll just hold his breath for a long time. So last time... Oh, I don't have my recap. I'm going to have to remember this. It's okay, I just wrote it. Last time, you guys were in Fort Ivar, a fort of the Emirian folks, the human faction. And you travel down to the sea because you had an incoming lizard men and human slave army that was heading, you think, to the Chromatic Sea. And you're gonna head them off at the pass and and attack them and all that stuff. But last time you guys were in that little village at the north shore of the lake, and a little boy comes stumbling in all ragged and saying his parents are gone, and the army came in and they went to the cave. So you ran out there to his house, saying, "Hey, army, come along with us." And they pack their things up, but they don't move quite as fast as you guys. So they started packing it up and heading out after you. You went to this kid's farm. You found the cave, and you saw how they were trying to find the cave, and then you went to the cave. The cave went under the lake. This is the Chromatic Sea. And a little big long tunnel. You went a few miles in under the lake, and going down underneath the lake. Eventually, you came to the big complex, this kind of extravagantly built complex that housed a library, like a big library, I guess not big, but a fancy library, a tomb to a Kraken god that we know from the last campaign, a tomb to Xerix, who from this point on is thought to be the big bad, and in a mystery place that was sealed off that there was someone behind that door, but you guys were scared and ran away. You also came across a room that had a like a dome, like an orb that was kind of shimmering a little bit, and there was a dead human laying on it. You went around that and went down another long hallway that led you into this cave system where housed an ancient red dragon that was chained down, and the lizards and the humans, not all the lizards though, because the army of lizards was a lot more than what was there. I don't know if I emphasized that last time or not, but there's not as many lizards down there as there was with that army. In that cave there trying to release that dragon, and they did. You guys came in and tried to attack a little bit, but they managed to teleport out. The dragons shot through the roof. Mama Omira and little Omira both shot up through the roof, through the lake, but as they broke through the lake, waters came crashing down, and we begin. I gotta find my thing. That one. In the chambers of the red dragon, water is pouring down from this big hole in the roof. And in this cavern you have right now, you've got a bunch of lizards that are rushing toward you. Look, it even saved the aura thing. It saved that from last time. Look at that.
What board are you on?
Oh yeah, I gotta move you over here.
Oh,
You can't look at
Talespire.
You can't look at that. But when you get in here, look at that. It's saved. You know how you make the permanent 30-foot aura things,
Yeah.
It saved it.
Well,
How nice of them.
Yeah, that's pretty fancy. So we begin in this chambers. The dragons have shot through the roof. We're beginning as they shoot through the roof. The Nostra have teleported out. The lizards, for the first time you've ever you see a fear in their eyes as they are rushing towards the door, not paying any attention to you. A lot of the humans are dead, but there is still a sizable group, 50 or so, still alive over there, and the water is pouring down, getting ready to pour onto them.
They're dead.
So, you've got to get out of this place. You're in sort of this, well, you can see the room. Did you get in there, Eric?
No, I'm waiting. Yeah.
You were in this room. There is, from what you saw just coming in here, there is no entrance or exit other than what you came in through these double doors here. You kind of have this sort of roundabout circle. Well, you went on one side. It was sort of circled around. They went to this door. So you go around that circle, back out to the main hall, and then back out a few miles to the fancy fort, and then even more out to get through out. So you've got a few miles to get out that way. Or of course you can see up, but there's a lake coming down. Any questions?
No questions.
When we were coming in here, was it a constant grade down, or was it pretty flat once we dropped into that hole?
Give me a survival check.
What? I don't know if I was going downhill.
If you're in a cave,
No, Isaac, going down hills is really complicated. It's not as simple as up and down.
it was down. You just don't know. Your survival check is telling you how down it was.
Oh, okay.
The grade. What's the grade of this descent?
I don't know.
You're not sure.
I just know it was down.
Anywhere from, it was down. You didn't feel like you were going down, but you can feel it in your calves. You ever gone to a cave before?
Yes.
Yes.
Gone down in a cave and you're like I remember going down in
Carlsbad?
what's the big one? Carlsbad.
Carlsbad Caverns. I've been there.
It's not real steep, and it's a nice gentle walk going down.
Yeah.
And you realize when you get down, you use muscles that you never use because you're just
wrecked
going
your legs.
and so your calves are burning because you had to walk the slow decline all the way down.
I have, when I did that, we went there, we go all the way to the bottom, we ride the elevator up, and we're all like, oh, that wasn't so bad. And then we all went to bed and woke up the next morning and our legs didn't work.
You're using muscles, you never use the down ramp muscle. I don't use that one.
The down ramp stabilization muscles, yeah.
Yeah. So, you've gone down, but you're not sure how far.
Okay.
Your calves are burning, though.
I'm gonna restart my Discord real quick.
Okay. Am I still choppy?
Yeah, you're a little choppy. You're both really choppy.
Weird. I wonder if it's a Discord thing.
It might be. It might be that they're restarting some servers and stuff.
Yeah.
The double doors we walked in, they're like all these other big, huge doors that we've seen.
Yeah, these are big doors. They're not big enough for like an ancient dragon
to fit through.
To get in. But they're big.
But they're big.
Yeah.
And they're stout.
Yeah.
Are they stout enough to hold back a lake is their main question. If you got them shut and locked.
No. So I'll give you a minute to kind of set the scene and paint the picture, and then we'll go into like urgent mode here in a minute.
Okay. Does the ceiling, like, is it slowly, like, more and more of it crumbling in, or is it all the water just pouring from one hole?
We haven't got to that point yet. We are at the moment the dragon shot through into the lake, and the water is just now coming down.
Is the ceiling, like, starting to crack? Are there...
Just at a glance, it possibly could.
Okay.
This is where Goater Sunny Cheek says, "Sorry, boys, you're dead," and I turn into a fish and swim away.
I want to cast.
Okay, hold that thought. We're gonna do initiative, and then we'll go in order here. Unless it's a very quick spell you want to cast.
Probably not. Sending. I'm gonna cast Sending.
Okay, I'll let you get off like a bonus action before we go into initiative if anyone has anything like that, like a quick 2-3 second thing.
I don't think I have anything like that.
Silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs, yeah. I want to silvery barbs the water so that it doesn't nat 20 me.
Technically.
Silvery barbs the dragon on when she tried to recharge her breath weapon.
Yeah.
So that I can get it and then blast you guys. Okay.
Yeah, I've got nothing.
Let's roll some initiative. So we're gonna do this. We're just gonna go in turn order, just because it's gonna be, kind of chaotic here. I figured this might keep it somewhat not so chaotic. I'm gonna try writing down instead of doing the thing in here, the turn-based mode. I'm just gonna write it down.
Okay.
Who is first?
Me and Eric both got 15.
Okay.
I got 11.
You have higher dex than me. There's no way you don't.
Whoever wants to go first can just go first.
Does anyone else?
I got 20 for 21.
Oh.
How come I have? Oh, survival. Okay, Zarik, you are up. So, we're starting at that moment. You've got in front of you. You've got about 50 humans. They're mostly humans. They're not all humans, but they're mostly humans in this pile over here. There's a hole in the ceiling. Water is coming. It's about halfway down. It's just a tower of water coming down. This is an ancient dragon, so it's about a 20-foot. Right? Are they 20 feet? No, they're bigger than that. It's what, 30? About a 30-foot diameter hole.
Okay, I'm gonna start.
And the water's about halfway down, and when that water hits you, it's gonna hurt.
Is this like an every man for himself kind of situation going on right here?
I don't know.
I feel like it's about to be.
Uh-huh.
So I wanted to give you a little bit of a set the scene, and then chaos. Chaos begins.
Okay.
Zarik, you're up.
Crap.
Oh, you were frozen there for a second, Joe.
Zarik poos himself.
Nope. Zerik's running 60 feet.
My Discord is like janky right now.
You were just sitting perfectly still, I think, because you were sitting there, and I thought, is he frozen? And then your eyes went.
You went, oh!
Oh, whoa!
That painting, it's alive!
I'm running 60 feet away from the water.
What's up, Jack?
Well, just put yourself where you want to go. My build mode isn't working in Talespire.
What do you want me to build?
I just need a wall, like a 10-foot. There's a 10-foot space here, and then just a wall along this way here.
Okay.
Okay, that's my 60 feet of movement.
I can't even click the button.
Build mode.
I didn't want to build anything today anyway. Where you going? Where'd you go? You're running down the hall?
Stone wall.
Okay. I'm running down the hall.
Yeah, it's got like a 10-foot gap and then a stone wall there. Make it a 20-foot wide hall.
Okay.
Okay, Eru, you're up.
Hello, Jack.
I'm just gonna get out, and I'm gonna start running. 45, another 45.
Like out here. Boom.
I was looking.
The bonus action dash.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, thank you.
All right.
And this,
buddy.
so it does do this. It's a kind of a T junction. You come out and it goes this way. You guys came from this way, but it goes this way as well. And it seems like it does kind of.
Oh, is everyone just like super bailing right now?
I'm super bailing. I'm claustrophobic. So yeah, I'm just running.
Let's
I don't
say
know
hi,
where
Jack.
I am out here, but this like wraps back around in a circle, right?
Yeah, and it pretty much just follows this thing all around and heads back. This is kind of a more extravagant, but yeah, it just kind of follows all the way around.
But it's okay.
It follows all
I'm
right.
roughly there.
All I really want to know is if you're escaping or trying to save people or whatever you're trying to do. Sunny Cheeks, you are up.
My cat's name is Jack. All right. Sunny Cheeks sees that his compatriot bailed down the hallway at an enormous speed. So now Sunny Cheeks is just going to save himself. Well, I'm going to cast Fly. What's the rule on picking people up with Fly?
I don't know anything. As long as it's within your weight.
Well, I have no strength. I couldn't pick someone up.
Well, then I don't see why it'd be any different. Whether you're flying or not. You still have to use your strength to hold it.
I say, hey, Saren, you want to live?
Yes, please.
Living sounds nice, yeah.
Come with me if you want to live.
Come with me if you want to live. I'm gonna cast Fly on you. Fly us up to right next to where the water's coming in, and we'll kind of let the room fill a little bit, and then we're gonna go full speed into the water. I'm going to turn into a dolphin, and I'm gonna pull us to the surface.
You telling me this? You telling Saren this?
I'm telling Saren that.
Okay.
And both of you. I'm telling both of you that.
All right.
All right.
Or you can run out as well.
No, yeah, don't cast that on me. You go yourself.
All right.
I have my underwater rules up real quick. So for underwater things, in case you plan on taking the underwater route, you can hold your breath a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your con modifier. The minimum of 30 seconds. And where was it? I missed it. Oh, for every hour you swim is a DC Con 10 saving throw, or else you take a point of exhaustion. And unless you have a swim speed, your movement is halved.
Sounds good.
There was one other one here. All creatures fully immersed in water have resistance to fire damage. So take that as you want.
Resistance? Wow.
Saren, you're up. So are you turning into
I cast.
Are you?
No, I'm flying. Yeah, I'm gonna fly, and I'm gonna fly up to. Yeah, I'm gonna fly up to near where the water is coming in, and kind of just hover there for a minute.
Okay, move yourself. Saren, you're up.
Looking over at those humans, are any of them moving?
Yeah, there's close to 50 of them that are still alive, and they are staring at the water, mouth agape, as they are not like they want to drink, but they're scared.
They're like, I am thirsty.
I'm so thirsty.
Do any of them look like my sister?
If you want to make at passive glance, no. If you want to make a bonus action perception check, you can at disadvantage, or use your action to do a check.
I'll do my bonus action.
You did send a message to her not too long ago.
And he means his other sister.
Oh.
Yeah. So perception disadvantage.
If you want to use it as a bonus action, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, that's a good start. 8, 13.
No one stands out. There is among them. No one looks. You don't see your sister. It's kind of hard to see because they're just kind of mobbed up there, so it's hard to see all of them. There is one though that does sort of have something familiar about them. It doesn't stand out to you immediately.
I will.
I will give you a different looking one. It is going to be this fella right here. It's a she. Something about her looks familiar. You can't quite place it in this moment.
I'll move over here. And I'll start yelling. Come on! We gotta go now! Let's go! And try to get them shuffling over to me.
Okay.
And then I will use with my action, I'll cast sending. And I'm gonna send a message to that lieutenant that's coming down here.
Okay.
Yes. I'm gonna have to run through him in a second.
What do you
This
say?
is Saren. Don't come down. Go back now. Water is filling up the tunnel. Lizard men are coming. They appear to be not bad anymore.
Retreating.
Retreating.
You just get back a simple understood. Long pause, but then understood.
Okay.
Okay, done?
Yep.
Okay, let me grab my lizards. They are all booking it. If you want to try to attack them, you may.
Nope.
But they are booking it. Oh, look, it even makes them go around the perfect. Makes them sort of like shimmy around. And yeah, they're just like, well, I guess they can go 60, so they're going to go that way. And if they walk by anyone, I think they're going to go by Zarik here. You may make an attack. What did I just grab there? I grabbed a dead horse. Dead horse in here. Okay. So they are just charging. Zarik, they are just like piling over you. Like they pay no attention to you, and they are just like stomping right by you. I'm not going to make an attack or anything, but they are just like you're getting shoved around and kind of pushed around. If you want to make an attack, you can have a free attack without any sort of, you can just do damage if you want to one of them.
Okay, I want to try to trip one of them.
Okay.
Like try to slow him down
What
enough
a
to where
jerk.
That I am going to make you roll for.
Okay.
Everyone's trying to
He's
run
gonna
away
trip
from
one of them. He's like,
certain
if
death, and he's like, not you.
if I'm going down, you're all going down.
Is a trip opposed?
Oh.
I think it is, isn't it?
It's a shove attack, so.
Oh, he just
Yeah,
just has to hit my AC. What it is?
No, it's the same as grapple.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, you try to grab one. He doesn't pay any attention to you. He just keeps on barreling by. They don't say anything. They are silent, but they're just running for the door.
It's Black Friday.
Yes, it's Black Friday. Of the humans, they start making it over this way, and they start kind of tripping over. Some of them are getting stuck behind some walls, which is accurate.
Help us!
Some of them are getting stuck. Well, there's one I do want actually to, try here. She's gonna kind of clamber up onto the rocks and over this way. Okay, so now it's water's round. So the water's gonna come crashing down. It's gonna slam into the ground and then spread out from there. I don't know the speed of water, but we're gonna say it makes it 60 feet for the first round.
Joe is restarting his computer.
Okay.
He looks very worried.
Yeah.
So it slams down there. Is anyone in that arc there? Anyone but
Just
the humans? Just the humans?
Just the humans.
I'm flying up there, but I don't think it's gonna hit me.
Are you in the? Well, no, you're fine because
I'm above,
it's hitting the ground. It's hit the ground and it just shoots out, at quite a force. Isaac, give me a. Ooh, how are we gonna do this? Let's give me
Water only falls 60 feet and around.
No, it fell and hit the ground and then spread out 60 feet.
Gotcha.
So it filled the rest.
No,
of
I'm
the...
reading. I'm reading the chat.
What you want?
I want I'm trying to do some math here. How should we do this? Give me 5 d10s.
5 d10s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No science on the viscosity of chat. Yeah, that's right.
It was 10 there.
Okay. So you see some of these, the humans are getting where my bubble go, are getting blasted around, and they get pushed along with this water. So they're running, and they all get hit. Some of them take it better than others, and they start getting blasted, and they're all here. But they're getting
Everyone
pushed.
who ends their turn in that bubble gets some temp HP.
They're getting blasted up against the wall. Some of them didn't quite make it over there. Some of them got blasted this way. And in front of you, you're you had a little under 50, and you've got less than that now. That are getting washed along with this.
People in a giant water blender.
What map are we on?
I'll pull you over here. I got too many maps in this thing. You'll never find it. I never
I
can.
got him.
All right. It is Zarik's turn.
Oh, what?
Dragum. That's the map.
Yeah, drag him. I may have misspelled.
Okay. I'm gonna continue running. 15,
There is a
20,
ton of maps in
25,
here.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Does
Dang,
he get
you
to
guys
just
are cruising out of
weave
there.
through there?
Yeah, it's fine.
I didn't know if you had something planned for that.
To get through the lizard folk.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're small and you can easily squeeze your way through and past them.
He just grabs under the arm or one of the back of them and hangs.
Just like a child during Black Friday. It's
Yeah.
absolutely fine.
Okay,
Yeah, that's my turn.
Eru, you're up.
He's a little stronger than a child.
I mean,
Just a little
I
bit.
run.
Okay. Sunny?
How fast is
135
the
feet.
room filling up?
Well, you figure. What's your intelligence?
My intelligence is 10. Perfectly average.
Okay. It won't take long. And you know that. You're glad you weren't in that. You're glad you weren't hit by that water, because that would have hurt.
Yes. That would have really hurt. Yes. I had a feeling. I'm just gonna wait up here until the room kind of fills up a little bit, and then I'll make my move.
Okay.
I forgot to roll for my temp.
Roll now.
I did. I rolled a 6.
Oh, nice.
Does everyone, all the humans get 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's
Well,
more
that will
than
get 12.
Oh, okay. 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 So, who was that? That was Sunny Cheeks. Where are you at? I don't see your character.
I'm flying up here. I flew up here. I'm right up by the ceiling, so it's probably hard to see me.
Oh yeah, I think I've got it cut. Okay. Saren, you're up.
Is the one that I kind of noticed still there?
Yeah, she's the yellow one. And now that she's you're still not connecting that face, but you've seen that face before. The water is that line of people is where the water is. They are surfing at the moment.
I will run over to here and help her. If I kind of recognize anything. But I'll start, and then I will start trying to shuffle people.
Okay. You done? Anything else?
I'll cast resistance on myself. Maybe
Okay.
that'll help.
Resistance gives you resistance to like piercing, bludgeoning, slashing damage.
Now I get to add a
What am I thinking
D4
of?
to a saving throw.
I'm thinking of Blade War or something. Okay. Okay. So the lizards are gonna keep on going, and they're gonna book it down the hall. The humans are gonna keep on running as well, and they're gonna try to. They're gonna charge in through the corridor. I'm not gonna worry about moving because everything's going to just sort of all hit here in a second. So I need everybody else as this wave comes rushing through. I need everyone to make me a con save and a dex save.
I'm good on this, right?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, okay.
Am I also fine?
I'm
very far away.
Yeah, you're a long ways away, so you're fine for now.
Okay, so do I need the con save?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the con.
Let's hope this is
And a
good.
dex save.
Mm-hmm.
13 on the dex.
Ah, I saved on the con. I get advantage on the dex save because.
Oh, okay. Okay, so if you fail your con save, this is the bludgeoning attack of the water hitting you for 7 damage.
Ah, it's crit.
What was the save on it?
A 14.
Yeah, that's a 7.
And just a dex 14 is going to also keep you standing up. So you take 7 if you take all of it. You take half if you succeeded. David, you take nothing. Unless that was for the dex.
That was the dex.
Okay. The dex means you don't fall over.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I didn't fall over.
Okay.
I don't think.
What? Why do you get advantage on dex saves?
Because.
Don't question it, Isaac. It just is what it is.
I couldn't remember. I don't know why.
I get advantage on
I
them
know
too.
why barbarians do.
So, if you failed the con, you're just taking con is for damage, dex is for whether you're standing.
Okay, so I take only half on the con then. Right, because I saved. Oh, but yeah, I got a 19 on the con.
Let me check something. One second. Talk amongst yourselves.
Hello, hello, fellow players.
Tell me about your advantage on dex.
Eerily quiet in here.
I plead the fifth.
He didn't even know.
I think I
no
get
idea.
advantage on all saves.
Yeah, you know what? Me too. I think I get a lot of advantages. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I feel like I'm an advantage on strength kind of guy. God dang, water pot take forever. Heat up.
Okay, we're gonna do a quick math.
Okay, so,
Just mouse over where it tells you. Just don't
Yeah.
get it at all. You just lied.
I thought I did, but I read it and now
Yeah,
No, it says I
was
get
gonna say,
plus
if it says
2.
advantage, then just
It's
Mouse
Just
over
mouse
it.
over it. I was
Two
about to
around.
say the same thing. If it says advantage, it'll tell you.
Isaac, I want you to do some math for me real quick.
Oh boy.
Tell me how fast
Okay.
you go in either kilometers or miles per hour. I want to know how fast your character can run.
Oh boy.
I mean, you can move how far
Okay, hold
per
on.
feet, and translate that to miles per hour, and then convert it to kilometers per hour. Or you could,
Okay.
I suppose.
Oh,
Huh?
sorry. Go ahead. I was gonna tell Joe.
I'm good.
All the humans have run past you, but you are now basically being pushed along with them.
Okay.
You succeeded on the dex, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you are managing to like hold yourself up as this water comes rushing past your knees, and you can see the humans running past you and getting pushed, and I think that is Krog. Sorry, I forgot about Krog. Krog just takes it, and he's just bearing down, taking the water.
All right, you ready for this? I got your
Okay.
miles per hour.
Okay.
I've got, yeah, I was about to,
15.34 miles per hour.
Okay.
if you travel at 30 feet per round, that's 3 miles per hour.
Okay. So I was looking.
And then kilometers,
I'm
whatever.
figuring this water is gonna move. Is gonna move as fast as like a flood water through a river. That's what
Okay.
that's the
Yeah,
stat that
like a
I've pulled.
flash flood.
That's the stat that I've pulled up. It moves at 15
Okay.
miles per hour.
Yes.
So Eru
can
is
outrun a
just
flood.
you're moving 16 miles an hour. Eru is just beelining it out of this place. No one else is making it out of here in time.
3.34, just barely.
Wait a minute.
I looked it up, and that is still not as fast as like the fastest people on Earth.
Oh,
Really?
really?
Like,
But
yeah,
they
it's
can't do
still
it
not-
forever.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
100 meters or so.
You can do it for all. You can just like full sprint the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay,
I can't
so
believe that water's only going 15 miles an hour.
yeah, I was looking it up and I looked up a few different things. I was like, that doesn't seem right, but I guess that is pretty fast.
Yeah.
So we'll go out of initiative here as everything's getting pushed away. Some of you guys are getting pushed down, but the damage from it you've taken, and you've managed to stand up. As far as the humans, they're getting kind of beaten and battered, but once they got into that temporary hit points, they're fine. The problem is the water level is going to start rising now, and you've got a few miles. You're a few miles underground now.
That is a deep lake.
You don't know how deep the lake is. I do want to know what you're doing, Sonny Cheeks. Everyone else is running. You're getting the water is starting to push against you. It's starting.
Yeah, how much damage did I take with the con?
Did you succeed?
Yeah,
You took 3.
3. Okay.
And the lizards get kind of pushed around, but most of them get back up. One of them doesn't get back up, so they start moving. Everyone's running to the back the way they came, except for Sunny Cheeks. I want to know what you're doing.
I was gonna kind of wait for the room to fill up a little bit,
Okay.
and then I was just gonna go down the water, and then wait for it to fill up completely, and then I'm gonna go out the hole and try to go all the way up.
Okay.
He's gonna be a salmon.
Krog's gonna do the same thing as you. He sees you up there and he says, "That's a good idea." And he
I
just,
can swim real hard.
I can swim, bro.
Find himself a rock to hang out behind. All right, so everyone else, I'll go to Eru first. Eru, you are running back down that path, and if you remember correctly, you had long path, you had like temple, whatever area, gnome area, then another long path, dragon area.
Mhm.
Remember correctly. You are beelining it down this corridor here, and you're running. You can hear the water behind you, and you can see the water rising, but it's going a little bit slower than you are, and so you're just hoofing it. You get to just before the that temple room where there was that big glowy dome, and you see the army.
Oh, great! I'm like, go!
And
go!
they're going back, but they're a big army, and they're kind of like they're moving good, but they're not moving as fast as you are. And they're all filing through there. And just as you get through that that dome room, and you get kind of into like the foyer area, and you hear this loud. I'm trying to think how it would hit. You take a moment to look behind you, and you see that doorway where that dome room was, and then past that was a corridor. And you see the water level rise, and it hits that doorway, and it begins to rise, but it's almost like there's a pane of glass there. As the water hits, and the water starts rising, but you can see the water level rising there as if there's something blocking the water.
I'll stop and go, ah. Ooh. We should keep moving. No, go.
Yep, the army is moving out. They're moving as fast as they can, but they're not moving that fast. The rest of you, the waters begin to rise, and for the sake of not just having to just roll and roll and roll,
Can I try to surf the water when it catches up to me?
no, because once it goes
Wow.
through that first room and rushes, once that first rush hits, then it's just gonna be kind of a slow rise. It's not gonna be like it's not gonna be a torrent, you know. So
Even through the tunnel?
yeah, I mean it's not pleasant, but we could just sit here and roll a whole bunch tonight, or we can just get to some things. So you managed to get kind of pushed around, and you make your way through the tunnel. So the army and Eru are making it, continuing to go, right?
Yep.
Okay. The next one to show up is going to be, I think, Zarik and the lizards. And
I need to look up this move speed.
Zarik, as you're going ahead, you can see the water level. You're probably swimming at this point, and you manage to swim into nothingness and just kind of plop onto the ground as you land in that room with the big dome.
Oh, nice.
And then right behind you, a bunch of lizards come plopping over onto you as well. And then they immediately get up and start moving. What are you going to do?
Is the water still rushing?
There was like a wall there, like a glass in front of that doorway that's stopping the water. And you can just see into the water. It's dirty and mucky, but it's very cloudy. You can't really see much into it.
Do I think that glass wall can stop that water?
It is.
Do I think it can continue to stop it for a long time?
Give me an intelligence check.
Uh-oh. Intelligence, okay.
Next up is Saren, and the humans make their way out. And you can see
9.
Zarik standing there, and you're not sure Zarik is magic. Nothing you're familiar with. And everyone kind of
All right.
topples out of that.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Is there in this army that's come down? Are there any gnomes?
Yeah, there's a couple.
And Gnomish was the language that was written on everything down here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I think that force field is going to hold?
You can roll an intelligence check.
Intelligence or investigation? Just straight intelligence?
Give me Arcana. You know it's magic.
Okay. It'll land in a minute. Bounced off some 9.
You're not sure. I mean, you know that there was some sort of magic holding, because you could see the water above you
Yeah.
when you came down here originally. So you're not sure.
Do I see the lieutenant? Was he in front?
He was there. He was the first ones you saw as you came through.
I'll say, because as we're going by that foyer area, be like, "Could I borrow one of your someone who reads Gnomish real quick before we leave?"
He shouts out, "Silver!" And one of the gnomes pops up and looks at you.
With me, and I'll run. I just want to run in there and see how much of it he can make out, because you said it was not even like, you said it was like ancient Gnomish, so I don't
Yeah.
know if he can even.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same as like what your book is, how your book is written.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to see what he can pull from everything.
Okay. Everyone else keeps on moving. He stops and looks, and
I don't know how much time we have, but anything you can tell me is helpful.
what do you want to point at for him to look at?
The first, any of the doors, because there's 3 doors or 5 doors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any of the doors first, like if he just can see anything on any of them.
Let me tell you. Yeah. So he, as he stops and catches his breath and looks around, you can see this sort of a sign of like almost like knowing, kind of awe kind of washes over him. And then the panic comes back. But he looks around and he's just gonna take me more time to read this. But there's stories of an old gnome fortress, ancient fortress. This might be it. I can't. It's gonna take time to read. I can't just look at it and read it. I gotta. It's gonna take time.
What can you tell me? What can you tell me about these 3 as quickly as you can? I'll point to the Kraken room, the Xerix room, and the room where the guy was.
He looked at the Xerix room. There was nothing on the outside of the Xerix room.
Okay.
The Kraken one, he looks at it. He's kind of Adro, something Adro. This, and he looked at the library, and this is not knowledge. Knowledge room, some room of knowledge or hall of knowledge. That's all I'm getting.
And then, was there anything on the one where the guy was, where I knocked and he said hello?
No, that was Bear.
Okay.
And he's looking around the room, and he points at one and says, Xerafall. I think that's the name of this place.
Okay. I'll look at it as Xerafall, like a compound word, like Xerix Falls.
No, not Xerix. No. Just it's Xerafall. I don't know what it means.
Okay. How do you spell that?
Zerafall.
Okay. I'll say quickly in here, and I'll go into the library. I'll just say anything that catches your eye.
He goes and he grabs a few books. He's like looking, and he takes 10 seconds, and he looks around, and he grabs one, and he grabs another one. He grabs 5 books and just hands them over to you.
Okay, let's go.
He runs and follows after you. It's a while until the others start clamoring through, and everyone continues running through, not caring. Oh, the lizards and the humans don't care about what's that magical wall. They keep on running.
Okay.
Sunny Cheeks. The room is filling up. Krog is swimming up, and he begins to swim out. You may swim out as well.
I'm gonna turn into a dolphin and swim out of here.
Okay.
He can ride my fin.
Okay.
All the way up.
He's looking at you, and he's motioning you.
He's saying, "Please help me."
Yeah, motioning you
I don't want to die.
To help.
My belly.
I got a rumbling in my tumbling. Go to Sunny Cheeks.
I got a gutter in my sunny cheeks.
I got a gutter in my Sunny Cheeks.
So you do you go for the top? You breach. Okay, so you go
I
breach. You can calculate it's about 90 feet to the bottom of this lake.
Oh, that's not too bad. I can get there in one round.
Yeah,
6 feet around.
I was like, I had no idea how deep are lakes. So I looked up, and Lake Hefner is 94 feet.
That's a man-made lake. Some natural lakes are really deep.
Yeah. Well,
I think
how deep is Tahoe?
Tahoe's 1645.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I was about to say, I was like,
that's because it's in a mountain, though. It's just like in a mountain crevice.
no, yeah, because it's natural. It's not just a field that we flooded.
Yeah. So, you breach. Krog breaches as well. You're a few miles inland, but you can easily see the land. And you can see a dragon flying north. It's a little ways away now.
Oh man.
Flying northeast.
That's pretty crazy. Is it's moving away at like an immense speed, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's moving pretty quick.
Both of them? Can we see both of them?
Yeah.
Okay. How much bigger is Mama than?
Mama's a lot bigger because little Elmira is just large.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So
All right.
yeah, 3
So
times
she's
bigger.
headed towards the Ikora forest,
Yes.
Sure.
straight, like almost 45-degree northeast, or is it like east northeast?
Northeast.
Okay. Oh, okay. So closer towards Emir, like the capital.
That way. Okay. Are you continuing to follow the army out? Eru?
Yes.
Okay. So they all eventually make their way out. You go through the tunnels. That's still holding, and you you get to the tunnel, and they have to climb out. So it's gonna take a little while to get out, but eventually they all climb out of there. The lieutenant looks at you and it was, what happened?
There was a very large dragon that got released, and she flew up through the ceiling, which broke a hole in the cave, and the water from the lake came in.
So the lizards are dead?
I look behind me. There's
Not yet. You're fast.
They are coming, I think.
They're
I
coming.
mean, not all of them, probably, but
He looks back and shouts out to arms, and they all
they were.
start like.
I don't think they were under the
Drying
influence of the. I don't think they were under the influence anymore. I think they were. I think they were free.
Okay. I'll take that under advisement. And your insight tells you he does not take that under advisement.
Noted. Maybe just set up a thing at the top of the hole. You'll have them, like, they won't be able to do anything.
What thing? What kind of thing?
What? Just sit. If you're going to fight, sit at the top of the hole. And you can talk to them before you don't just slaughter them.
You can't talk to these. They don't
I
talk.
think that you can. Give them a chance to talk. That's why I'm saying, just sit at the top of the hole. What are they going to do?
You can give them a chance. We will wait here for them. If you want to go talk, you may do so.
I don't speak lizard folk.
He says, neither do they.
What are they going to? They're getting out, right?
Yeah, they're climbing out, and you are just out of this hole.
Okay.
And they are
Okay, how
starting.
far away am I?
They're
The hole-
starting to kind of
Yeah,
surround it. You're staying at the top.
A question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just wait for them to get here. Don't kill them until they can talk.
How far away am I from the hole?
You still got a little ways, but we will fast forward. You were clambering along with the lizards. So as you and 11 lizards are
Okay.
running along
I
this.
tell them we got prisoners.
You tell who?
The army. When I see them.
Nope, you are not there yet. You are in the tunnels with the lizards running to the exit.
Okay. Would I be ahead of them? Or am I with them?
You were just behind them.
Oh, was I?
I
You guys
guess.
are taking turns running over.
Yeah,
each
you kind of.
other.
You're amongst them. We'll say there's some of them in front,
Okay.
some of them in back, and you're kind of like just running along with them. If you want, if you want to try to get in front, I'll let you do that. If you want to get behind them, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get in front.
So yeah, you can squirm your way up to the front. So you're just in front of them.
All right.
Okay. You get through the main room, and you get through the corridor, and you can see the light, a little beam of light at the very end of this hallway.
Hey. Okay.
Okay.
Do
Eru
I hear
first.
them coming?
Yeah, you hear him. Yeah, you hear him coming.
Are they slowed down now that the water's not chasing them anymore? Or are they still full sprint?
No, they're full sprint.
I'm just gonna. I'll stick my head in and look. Can I see
Zarik, you see a head of an elf.
Zarik?
Look.
Hey. Get me out of here.
The army is waiting here. Have the lizard folk talked to you?
No, they're terrified. We got prisoners.
But do they talk?
I'll ask one in Draconic. Hi.
No response.
He doesn't say anything.
How did we all get up? Is there ropes hanging down?
Yeah, one of the army helped you out.
Okay, so I'll say,
A few of them stayed behind.
get
and
ready
helped.
to jump and grab this rope. We'll start to pull. So I want to time it to where he jumps on the rope and then we're like, pull, and then we get him out of there before the lizard's like running.
Zarik, give me an acrobatics check. Let's just see, and then give me an athletics, Eru.
Well, I'm not
Alright.
holding it. The army is.
Oh, okay, okay.
Do I need to roll something?
Yeah, roll me acrobatics. You're gonna run and jump and try to scurry up there before the lizards get to you.
All
Because they're gonna
right.
start climbing onto that rope as well.
Acrobatics. Can it be in athletics?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yay.
I'm gonna get my dagger out, ready to cut it underneath
No.
Zarik.
What is that?
13.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah. You grab it, you start scurrying up, and they're pulling you at the same time. And you see little Zarik comes plopping out. The lizards
Okay.
below start grabbing the rope to start getting ready to climb.
Cut it.
Rope gets cut. They slam on the ground. Oh! That's
Try
three
to
of
talk
them
to them again, Zarik.
slam onto the ground.
All right. I tell him, you're now prisoners of war of... the
What are you
Emir-"
doing? I can't
What?
understand that.
Yeah, you
Can't
can't
understand that.
understand
The
that.
first lizard is jumping to try to grab the ledge. He is failing.
I grab my sword out.
And they're
say,
they're
"Hey."
jumping, trying to grab that thing. And
I would imagine this army just has like spears pointed at the edge
they're
of this thing.
they're standing behind. They're standing back, waiting for them to come out one at a time. You can see the couple arrows have been knocked. A few arrows have been knocked, and so they've got about a 10-foot gap between the hole and the army, and they have just made a big circle.
So say, Zarik, tell them to stop.
A half circle.
All right,
the
I
other
told him,
side's the
if
lake.
you want to live, you have to stop.
Which, by the way, the lake is a little lower than it was before.
Hmm.
Not a lot, but a little bit.
All right, I say in Draconic that if the lizards would like to live, they have to stop doing what they're doing.
Give me a intimidate or persuasion.
I'll do an intimidation.
Okay.
I am better at that. Okay, be good. Hey, 15.
The first one, there's one that's putting his hands down, getting ready to give a boost. And he looks up at you, quick look at you, and he says, "Get out of our way," in Draconic. And the other guy
I grab my
puts his-
sword out. I
puts
point it
his
at his
foot
throat.
in there, and he gets ready to hoist. And he leaps up and grabs the edge. There's a lizard grabbing the edge of the hole,
I grab my
pulling
sword down,
himself
point it
up.
in there.
Are you stabbing? So are you stabbing?
I'm not gonna
waiting to
stab, but
see
I have
what
I have it
what the
pointed at his
army's
throat.
doing.
Okay, his head breaches the surface.
What did he say, Zarik?
I translate what he said.
Like before the words are even all the way out of your mouth, the lieutenant gives the order, and a whole lot of arrows go into that.
I was like, ah!
The ground is littered with arrows.
Tell them to stop, Zarik!
And
I will
he
say,
falls down.
I'll say in Draconic. I will say again. If you do not stop, you will all perish. and I jump the body down in the hole. If you didn't get down.
Give me
Body falls. It's just littered with air.
give me an intimidate with advantage.
Oh my god.
Okay.
11.
Hoist him up. Next guy comes up. He looks at you and he says, "What'd you say? You said if you come up, you will die." Is that what you said?
He says, "Stop
Basically.
if you want to live."
He looks at you and he says, "Your words are meaningless. You're already dead." And he gets ready to hoist up the next guy. Next guy comes
What
up.
are they doing, Zarik? Are you telling them to stop?
The order is given. And another one. Boom.
Are you telling them to come up? Don't do that.
I will say in Draconic, how many of you will it take for you to die before you guys stop?
Is that a persuasion?
Sure.
Roll that
It's an
persuasion.
honest question.
That's just a actual question.
So we got plenty. We got lots of arrows up here, guys.
There we go, 19.
Okay. So one gets ready to get hoisted, and he looks up at you. This one seems a little more reasonable. And he says, "Our lives don't matter. Only one thing matters."
And what would that be?
And he looks at the guy that's hoisting him up, and he says, "Hoist me up." Another one goes up. He grabs
What-
the edge and
what
pulls
are you telling
his
them?
head.
I say, alright. I will say, hold their fire. Oh, I'm telling the armor to stop real quick.
The lieutenant's giving you the eye, but he's not giving the order
I
yet.
look at the lieutenant and go.
I tell him, anyone else that comes up, you can shoot. I want him to live, though. He seems more reasonable.
Why?
You have chains.
Because he's willing to talk.
Chains. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, give me chains. So he goes and grabs some manacles. And he throws them over to you, Zarik. And
Alright.
this lizard is clawing himself up.
I will
He's halfway out of the hole.
non-lethally butt of the blade try to get him knocked out.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll the damage.
I'll booming blade it. Do
Okay.
I have advantage and all that?
You don't need to roll attack. I'm giving you
Okay.
I'm giving you the attack. Just
Well, do I crit? Is what I need to know.
we'll give it to you.
Okay.
Because he has basically no defenses. He's just clawing his way up.
Okay, so booming blade crit is this
Okay.
plus 3.
And in Draconic, I will tell the next guy, I will make you wish you would want to.
Already.
Yeah, you would.
Does he say that was
I will tell the next
non-lethal?
guy.
Yeah.
Alright.
The butt of the blade.
Okay. So you're like, don't shoot. And you look over and you see Eru, and you hear this loudest boom on this lizard's head as he slouches over onto the ground.
He's all right. Get some manacles on him.
There's manacles
All
laying
right.
at your feet.
Just slap him on. Stop telling them to come up, Zarik.
I'm not telling them to come
I
up.
feel like you're goading them.
You drag him
I
out
keep
of
threatening
the.
them,
Anytime
but
you
it's
say
not
something,
working.
Another one comes up.
Are you dragging him out of the hole?
Yeah, we'll drag him out of the hole.
Okay, drag him out of the hole. You're gonna lock him
And
up.
I will tell the next guy,
Yeah.
I will make your life-
completely
They're
I will
already
make you
preparing.
wish.
They're already preparing for the next guy to come up.
I say, next guy that comes up, I will make him wish he was dead.
They just said like, whatever, dog. I don't care about dying.
Give me that intimidate.
Was no one watching this? See a
Oh,
guy just
what?
climbing up and then you hear a
20.
and then gets dragged out of the hole.
So the one that's getting ready to climb out, he looks at you, and he says, "You don't understand. It doesn't matter.
And why is that?
None of this matters.
And why is that?
We're all dead anyway." He says, "If you want to help, give me your hand." He holds his hand up.
You are telling them to come up, aren't you? I'm just hearing singing, blah blah blah. La 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 la. Comes up.
It comes up.
La 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 la. Comes up. La la la.
Grabs his hand, pulls him up.
What are you doing?
I will ask him.
I promise I'm telling him to stop. Who's next?
I will ask him. Are you gonna fight with us or against us?
He doesn't say anything. A long moment goes by and he says, "There is no us."
Then why shall I pull you up?
He's just standing with his hand out.
I gotta think of words. Okay, I'm gonna tell Arrow the situation I'm in right now. I'll tell
What are
him
they
I'm not-
saying?
not
Why
much
do
of
they
a
keep
talker.
coming up?
They seem very determined to come up. I don't know why.
That's fantastic.
I'll look down at him as the one still up there just holding his hand out.
Yeah. And he
What's he doing?
Zarit doesn't have the insight to see this, but even though you don't speak the language, you can see this guy does not have happy feelings.
He seems really upset. What did you tell him?
He's just staring at Zarik, and he is giving him just the death stare.
Do you have the same dialect as them? Something mistranslated? He seems really unhappy with you. Ask him what Ask him what is the one thing that matters then.
Alright, I say that.
You say, what is the one thing that matters?
Yeah.
Give me persuasion.
Oh no. Uh, 15.
This is your simple mind wouldn't understand. Give me your
What
hand.
did he say?
Oh.
He says I wouldn't understand.
Is that all he said? That was a lot of words.
Draconic and common is very different.
I feel like you're
Yeah.
leaving something out.
Takes a paragraph just to order pizza, you know.
It's like an ant conversation. Do they not understand they will die?
Alright, I'll tell him. You guys are willing to throw away your lives for this?
He just smiles and says, "Are you gonna give me your hand or what?"
Until you give me a good reason on why I should give you a hand. Maybe.
He says, "All right," and he looks at the rest of them, and they look at each other, and you can see they have sort of a moment, and they kind of nod to each other, and very quickly they turn around and start getting boosts. First one goes up, and as that one goes up, the order to shoot is being held. He's getting ready to clamber up, but as he is clambering up to get through this, the other one's getting a boost as well.
Alright, I tell him. Shoot him.
Arrows go flying. More come up, and just one by one or two by two, they start climbing up until there's one left down at the bottom of the hole.
Is it the same guy? I
No,
was talking to originally?
no. Well, at the very beginning, you're talking to this guy, but you
Okay.
failed. You failed your intimidate, and he stopped talking to you. And he's the last
You're
one.
the only one left alive. If you come up here, you will die.
He kind of chuckles a little bit.
I want to look at the lieutenant. We're going to knock this one out too. Get some more manacles.
Or you can either die in there and starve, or I can bring you up and you can help us.
At this
Tell
time,
us information.
Saren and the humans are making their way up down the hallway. And you guys see this lizard down here. As the lizard hears your footprints, he stops and turns. Zarik, you see him quickly turn and look down the hallway, grabs his sword, and starts slowly walking towards you, Saren.
I grab my crossbow.
Interconnect. Hey, hang on. Stop.
Do I see this? Do I see him just grab his sword and start walking back?
Yeah.
I'll stick my head down there and see what he's looking at.
He is just slowly walking in the direction of you still have good vision right now?
Just
That's
normal.
now.
Okay.
That's now.
Yeah.
So
You don't have it anymore.
on.
But you can hear the
I have 60 feet.
you can hear the footsteps of people, and you
look
just
down.
heard Saren. Say
Saren? Saren, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
I'm gonna. What's the mood of this lizard man?
that. Well, you can just see his back now.
But he's like just walking slowly, sword out at the ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, lower me down, and I'm gonna grab the rope and go down.
Okay.
And try to come up behind him and non-lethally again.
Um,
pop him.
as you get down the rope, are you trying to quietly do this?
Of course.
Okay, give me that stealth check. Sunny Cheeks, are you dolphining your way to
To
Or-
land.
you want to go anywhere in particular?
16.
I guess we're trying to get back to the entrance of this thing.
Okay.
See if everyone else made it out.
Yeah, so by the time this is all happening, you are getting there also. I forgot my...
Come up to the land. Come up to the surface. Like where was that place?
Where was that again?
Okay.
All that noise.
As you hit the ground, there's a little slight sound of some rocks sliding around, and the lizard stops.
Look up.
You know you've been heard. He turns
Did he
around.
turn?
Yeah.
How far was he?
It's about 30 feet.
Okay. I'll just take a step, 5-foot step back.
Okay. We'll just do a roll of initiative between the three of us.
Okay.
My lizard, Eru, and Saren. I guess and Zarik. I guess everyone can do it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Kind of a roll off here.
19 for
I got
me.
a 6.
21 for me.
Okay, so Saren is first up. We're gonna say. Mine? Oh. Rift River's bedtime.
Uh-oh.
So we will continue the exciting fight in a second. Be right back. Break time.
Break time.
I'm going to get some water. Be right back.
Utopia game.
I pushed the button already.
Oh, really?
Really? You can talk about the
Oh,
Polytopia
man.
game. It's okay. I'm always up for Polytopia.
Been- Christy came over to kill me real fast. She was right next to me, and I had a bad start. But I managed to get a wall and a shield guy up, and now I'm at a higher
Yeah.
place than her with only one city.
She showed me you had like a wall of shield units.
Yeah.
I came in. I'm attacking the other side.
I know. I saw you, and I was like, "Greedy, baby, greedy!" And you were like, "I accept," and I was like, "There's my ticket out of Christy killing me."
Yeah, I took out somebody, and then Michael, you just came in and started obliterating.
Oh,
me.
I never played with the water people before, and they're nice. I didn't realize I had the they have like tridents, like they're like riding turtles with tridents, and so I was just like manually like throwing my face into it, but they're archers, so it's supposed to be used at range. And I didn't realize that, and so once I realized that, I did pretty good. But before that, I was just like, these things are crap. They're only worth they would cost 8 points for this, and then I realized, whoops,
How was your starting zone with him?
it was good because I can go in water. So there's a couple more towns that are like if I was a land people I wouldn't be able to get to, but because I'm water I was able to get to them.
Oh, nice. That is
So,
really nice.
That's how I have the most towns.
You know what would be great if you had Nathan stop bullying me. He's taking me out in that game.
I know. I've been watching it. I'm allied with both of you, so I don't care who wins.
Dang it.
Oh, my allies are killing each other.
You and Nathan go fight every single time.
Because he attacks me first. I don't try to attack him. He goes after me.
I was like
Where is-
one town, and
I
David's
saw your
right to
start.
my
You
left.
got a bad
Chrissy's
start.
yeah, man. Chrissy's right to my right, and then right on the other side is 2 other people. I'm just crushed. But I've got it set up. I'm about to start getting a lot of points, maybe, hopefully.
Yeah,
I've
he's
got
never
the
stolen my
old
cities.
forest to a farm strategy,
Oh yeah,
where you grow a forest, burn it down, and then place a farm.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're in combat land.
What's
Not
this
combat,
strange
man.
place?
So we'll just do it over here. I wish I could build things. Oh, I can build things. Look at that. Oops. Let me just make a quick little corridor over here. Like that. Actually, we can do the theater of mine. That don't really matter. So, we're going to say that you're about 60 feet back, Joe. So you are up first, and then me, and then Isaac, and then David. And we're going to say that the dolphin and Krog are making it, are dolphining it to shore right about the time this is
Yeah,
happening.
Krog's like,
So you're about 60 feet back. The humans, we'll say, are behind you, following along, and up 60 feet, you've got the lizard, who just stopped, turned around, and is now facing off with Eru, who is holding on to a rope and is wishing his stealth roll was better. He's wishing his stealth roll was 1 point better, actually. So you're up, Saren.
I'm going to cast Calm Emotions on the lizard.
Okay.
Charisma
So-
save 15.
Where's my charisma? He's not very charismatic. So you succeed.
All right, so
It's his dump stat.
good.
I don't need charisma.
I'm gonna cast that, and I'm gonna say, "Come on, put that away. That time's over. You lost. Just relax. You don't have to die today."
You are making it indifferent about a creature of your choice. So who are you gonna make it indifferent about?
Hopefully, he's staring at me. I'm making him.
Are you staring at Eru
Yeah.
right now?
Okay, then about Eru.
Okay. You can choose more than just Eru, but you want to make him just indifferent to everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he'll just he'll stop with his sword out, and he'll sheathe it, and he'll look at you, and he'll say something in Draconic. And Zarik, you hear, perhaps today is not a good day to die. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Saren speaks Draconic, right?
Oh, Saren hears it as well. I couldn't
Yeah.
resist that
Yeah.
line, so. Something along those lines. Translates differently. And he just stands there. Eru, you're up. He does not do anything.
I'll just look at Saren. What's happening?
I'm gonna hold up my hand. It's all right. It's all right.
All of his friends would not give up. What happened?
I may have calmed him down a little bit of magic.
Okay, I'm gonna
Little
just
bit of
stand there
calm.
and hold my action for if he reaches for his sword again, comes
Okay.
at me.
Zarik, you do anything? Anything?
Help the 2 up. I help the groups up.
They're still a little ways back. You're at the
Oh,
hole.
well,
They're,
when they get there.
Okay, they're about 90 feet away. Okay, he's just standing there. He's not saying anything. He's just standing there, just kind of awkwardly standing there in a hallway. He looks
I'll
at.
look up.
He's looking at
Can you
Eru.
throw-
Looks at.
Toss down some manacles, please.
Oh yeah, I'll toss him some arena
He's
cores.
kind of taking turns looking at everyone. He looks at the humans. And you can see he's very confused.
I'll look over at Saren. Will he allow me to put these on him?
You mind? Just safety's sake for everyone. I promise nothing bad will happen to you.
He says, I'd rather not.
How about we'll just stay back here for a minute. Me and you.
He nods. Yeah.
I got this. Here.
Will he move to let them go up? I'll point at all the humans.
Yeah, of course. Start shuffling them.
I'll try to.
He doesn't
if he's
move.
moving to the side.
But he just like looks at everyone as they walk by. Kind of looks to the left, looks to the right, and the humans are like giving him a very wide berth as they kind of squeeze by him, and he looks at them. And you can tell he really wants to grab his sword, but he's like, that's okay.
I'll go step in between him and the humans, to where if he does get rowdy.
Okay.
I'll be like, I'll yell up to Zarik, get these people out.
Okay.
Zarik, you reach your hand down, but it's just not quite long enough. So they give boosts and ropes and all that.
Do I recognize any of the humans?
Give me a perception check. You don't offhand. Well, you do notice that one that does. There is something about that. There's something about one of them. Just you don't know where you've seen that face before, but you know you've seen that face.
It's a woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Zarik, you help them out.
Yep.
The lizard's standing looking at you.
I don't recognize any of them, do I?
Roll me perception.
Well, I figured I would.
You do
since
not.
I'm not from here. Okay.
But you can roll perception, and I'll tell you if you do. I keep going for my drink, and I took my drink out to refill it, and I forgot about it, so now I'm grabbing.
Now these pretzels are making you thirsty.
Oh, I know. It's a retro show.
Retro TV.
Okay.
Retro
Back when it
TV.
came through a cathode ray
I feel like
tube.
Zerik's not from here. He wouldn't know anyone.
You didn't roll.
Rick's not from around here,
It
you
doesn't
know.
have to do with it doesn't have to do with being around here.
Oh, okay, I guess that's right. Okay. Sure, I'll roll one just for fun. I got a crit. Oh no, I didn't. I got a perception.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh,
No one rings any bells.
Oh, Yay.
They are the army starts grabbing them and bringing them in, and this is when the dolphin and Krog show up.
This is Dolphin just sit in the water with his head out looking.
I shoot out of the water like this and do a flip and transform back into Goater and land on the ground.
Nice. I wish I had seen that.
Krog walks over to a rock and just sits. Just stares off into at the lake.
Feeling very down about all of it.
Okay, you've got a lizard poke that is very indifferent to the surroundings.
I will try to fill Saren. Derek was talking to them. They said that none of this mattered anymore, and there was only one important thing or something along those lines. But none of them would say what it was, and they just kept coming up and getting shot down.
Remember, you have a minute of this spell.
You mind telling me, what's the one thing that you guys are waiting for?
No, I'd rather not tell you.
Were you being controlled by the Nostra?
No.
So you all attacked us. You.
Don't remember attacking you. I've never seen you before.
Not me, but the country invaded.
Meaningless. Do you not just, when you see a bug, do you just stomp on it if it gets in your way? Doesn't matter.
You just see us as bugs. That's nice. Was your whole goal to release that dragon?
I do what the gods ask.
What gods?
Gods.
Let me
Good.
tell you something. Gods don't die. And I know from experience, these guys have died.
Are you down there?
He's popping his head in the hole.
He's sticking his head down the hole going, I heard you down there.
He just looks at you. And you can see he's giving you this, like, he's very indifferent, but he also is a very, he's really talking, he's looking down to you.
I tell them that your religion has holes in it.
People love it when you tell them that.
Yeah,
They always
it's their favorite
respond
thing.
positively immediately.
Next, you should tell him to calm down. That always
Yeah.
works too.
Calm down, your religion sucks.
He says, "May I go now? I'd like to leave."
As long as you don't attack us.
Why?
Why would you attack us? If everything's going to end, why can't we just enjoy the last little bit of what we got left?
What do you have?
A life,
Life.
friendship, love,
Here?
the things that make people
No.
happy.
You don't know any of these things.
What are you getting at? I don't understand.
It's impossible to explain it to a mind like yours.
See, that just makes me think that you don't know what you're talking about.
He kind of chuckles a little bit.
Why don't you just try to dumb it down for me a little bit?
You are insignificant. May I go now?
This guy's gonna be great at parties.
What is he saying? Just watching.
He's
Dagger
saying
out at the ready.
basically that we are insignificant, so there's no point in explaining anything to us.
Says the barbarian. 3 gloves.
Did you let him know that the insignificant people just killed all of his friends?
I think water did that.
Your minute is getting near.
Yeah.
The minute draws near, boy.
You know, for us being so insignificant, we sure have taken quite a few of you out.
Out.
Killed.
Can't die here.
I beg to differ.
Give me a persuasion.
I'm not good at these. I'm not good at them. Either one.
Well, you're holding that 20 in.
Ooh,
He stops and thinks for a minute, like I am. And you can see him kind of running some things through his mind. Which is odd because the way you've seen these guys before, they've been kind of like feral. I guess they've been very like all they have no emotion. They've just been focused on killing. And he says, if you had a god, you would understand. There is no death here. I'm gonna give you just like 1 or 2 more actions before your minute's up.
Oh man, this is tough.
What is he saying?
I'll translate everything. Are you up here?
No,
I'm down in the hole.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Never mind.
You can just pick out a
I'll-
few of these words. He's not talking
I'll
real loud.
translate everything.
He's talking calmly.
What god does he serve?
What god do you serve?
They don't have names. Like, they're not simpletons. They're gods.
My god is not a simpleton. She's got a name.
What is your god's name?
Mithra.
Mithra? She's pathetic.
Goes over real well.
She is no god.
Your religion stinks.
She knows a few magic tricks. Doesn't make you a god.
Who?
Do I see Saren just like shifting now? Uh-oh, he didn't like that.
I know my thing's coming to an end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to channel divinity, and because I can use it twice now, pop my bubble, and I want to end all the charms on him. If there's anything that is still messing with his, like how I cleared up Eru's memory a little bit, like he knew that memory was fake.
Yeah. Okay. You set that off. Doesn't seem to phase him in any way.
That didn't
Sort of
work.
get ready to, if I see if he's doing that, then I'm gonna try to get ready to if he starts to pull his sword, I'm gonna step flank with Saren quickly and.
I'm assuming you guys are standing on opposite sides of him already, or are you standing together?
Well, I would assume that I wouldn't be standing on opposite sides of him if he's talking to him, but like to the side a little bit. But if he does that, then I'll start moving around.
Okay. So, give you one more thing if you want to do one more thing before it goes off. One more action. As Eru starts making his way around.
I don't think this is going
What?
well.
What is coming to kill us?
He... Kill. You can't kill
And,
what isn't alive. And then he like snaps out of it and he grabs his sword.
And I will try it non-lethally. Quickly.
Okay. Give me an attack and damage.
18.
Yeah, it's a hit.
I see 20 right there.
Give me that damage.
21, and I take step back 5 feet.
21. Okay. Okay. We'll say that happens at the end of his round, so you get a round here, Saren, before him.
You get 12 him because you're in my bubble.
Okay.
If you're in my bubble.
Yeah. If I was flanking with you and then step back 5 feet, that would still be in.
Yeah.
Okay, Saren, your turn.
I am going to cast Hold Person.
Okay. What's that save?
Wisdom 15.
Oh, do I have
Wow.
wisdom? I do have wisdom. I saved. Okay. Anything else?
Yes, that doesn't work. I'll just hold up the shield.
Okay. He's coming for you.
Doesn't have to be this way.
Do you have all your hit points?
No.
Okay. So he comes up to you. He just sort of slowly steps up if he's leaving your range, Eru, unless you move back.
I moved back.
Okay.
So if we were flanking, and then I moved back, so they're right next to each other, and I'm 5 feet away from them.
Okay. So yeah, he steps up to Saren and he doesn't say anything, but he just goes in for a swing. And you can see him eyeballing the blood on or whatever. He's looking right at where you are hurt. It's almost as if he can sense that. That's a 17.
Yeah, it's.
How low are you?
I'm not doing hot.
Okay, 18 damage as the scimitar slashes across you.
I'm really not doing hot.
How far away are you, Isaac? What'd
5
you say?
feet.
Oh, you're just behind him?
There's a gap. There's him, 5 feet, me.
He slashes you, and then his claw comes out, and he is going to rend the field. So he's going to go for a slash on Saren, and then take a quick step, and then slash on Eru. He's at a 10-foot range on this. His claw's going out. I don't know how to explain this.
Oh, jeez.
He makes a claw attack against everyone within 10 feet of him.
He goes,
Yeah, so he's just like
jazz hands.
He's like a cat that got tossed in the tub. He's just going nuts. Are you damaged, Isaac?
I am not.
Okay, so he has advantage on Saren. So that's a 19.
Silvery barbs.
That is a 20.
Yeah,
Make me a strength save.
I'm so dead. I still have.
And
I'm still at 19 strength for some reason.
Oh yeah, I don't remember how long that lasted. I
Ooh.
think it was a few hours. So you're good. So you can take what I roll 8. It's just plus 3. So 11 damage from the slash, and then there's a slash.
Down.
And did you make your strength save?
I failed.
Okay, so
Who do you give advantage to?
you are prone.
You.
I think I missed Eru with the 15.
I would have. I never give it to myself.
15 hit you.
15 just hits me.
Ooh, so he's gonna go for his slash for 14 damage and give me a strength save.
I will. How much damage?
14.
Okay, I will uncanny dodge and take half. So 7. And you said strength save?
Yep.
It's not going to go well. 4.
Okay, you are not prone.
What?
He is
How dare him.
standing over him, and he thinks to himself, you know what? I should have learned to do that first and then attack. It's slower on the attack actions page, and so he doesn't look at that kind of stuff. Okay. So he goes back to his spot. He looks down on Saren, and he says, gives you a good one-liner.
But no one can understand it, so it doesn't matter.
Saren understands it.
He's unconscious.
Oh, you unconscious?
Yeah, man.
Oh, he just kind of spits at Saren then.
Do I see them fighting?
Yeah, you hear it.
Okay, I jump down.
Okay. You jump
Sword
down.
in hand.
Okay. You're close enough. You're within 30. You can't get down there and attack, but you can get down there close to him.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Sword out. Sword and shield out.
Okay, Eru, your turn.
Stand up. He didn't move that round, right?
No.
Okay, stand up. 5. That's 15 or no. It's like 20 feet. Move forward a thing. Hit him with advantage because of silvery barbs, non-lethally. That's a hit.
Roll that damage.
Yikes, that's terrible. 17 damage. I was like, how dare you? Not Saren! And I will stab him with the heel of the blade and then take 10 feet back so he doesn't claw me again. And just wait for him.
Okay, roll your death save.
Oh, yeah.
Am I seeing all this happen? This is down in the cave, right?
This is sort of as you're arriving, so this will be over by the time you actually get to.
19.
Okay.
You can see the army like helping out the people. Okay,
Success.
save. His turn. He is going to. Did you walk up to him, David? You're standing on top of right 5 feet of him.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm right next to
he's
him.
gonna attack you. He kind of cocks his head as he looks at little Zarik. Doesn't think much of you. What a jerk! Are you bloody? Are you injured?
Yeah.
He's going to
From the water. I think.
slash you. He's going to hit you with 23.
23 would hit.
He's gonna slash with 13 damage. And he's going to use his claw, which is actually the same damage. With a 19.
19. I think. Yeah, that just hits.
Okay. For 17 damage.
Ouch.
Okay. And that is all he's gonna do. It's now Eru. No, David. Sorry, David. Your turn.
Okay. I was so confused. Okay. Am I flanking?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go around and flank him.
You cannot. There's no one there to flank.
Okay. Fine. I won't flank him. I'll attack him. First attack.
The wall is not your ally. That's a hit.
Alright. I'm gonna... look at my stuff. Ooh. 10 damage.
Okay.
The first attack. Second attack.
That's a hit.
Ooh.
Roll that damage.
For another. Oh!
Okay. You take your sword and you just slide the sword into his stomach, and he just smiles as he drops to his knee and collapses.
I spit.
He's dead.
I call him a barbarian.
I'll run over to Saren. And I will give him a hit point with lay on hands. You're okay?
You suck at that. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Sunny Cheeks, you appear.
Sorry.
Sorry, I should have probably got you a little... I wasn't sure where that was going to go. Sunny Cheeks appears in the hole.
I appear in the hole.
Yeah.
If I see he's doing poorly, I shall give him a second level Cure Wounds.
Jumping in the hole.
Yeah. So
Hop out.
2d8 plus my spellcasting.
The army's like,
modifier.
would you pick in or out?
The as you're
12.
going down there, you can see the lieutenant go over and say something to Krog, and then the army begins to kind of pack up and start heading east. Not that they had anything unpacked, but they started moving east.
What did he say to you, Krog?
No one's there. Krog's the only one up there.
You couldn't just yell down the hole at us? Wait, they're leaving.
Then I
Look up to
wouldn't-
the hole. Wait, don't leave
Then
yet.
I wouldn't get to use my Krog voice if he talked to you guys. Yeah, they tied a rope.
Wait.
They tied a rope to a tree, so you guys
We
need
get
out.
stuck. Hold on.
I want to check and see what all this lizard man has on him.
He is wearing some scale mail. He's wearing the robes of, or the armor of what you know of the Tempest's army, the red and golden. He didn't have a shield. He just had his claw and his sword. He does not have anything else other than that, other than his sword. He's got a dagger. He's got a horn. and no gear of any kind.
I want to look through all the others that were shot down and see if any of them have any more of those poison bombs.
There's 11 of them here. Yeah. 2 of them have 2 of the poison bombs. So there's 4
So
altogether.
4 total.
I keep going for my drink. There's no drink. So thirsty.
Why don't you go get some water, my guy?
I'll be all right. I'm not really thirsty. I just need the motion.
Have it.
Yeah.
Okay, I will. And is there anything else on them? I specifically was looking for those, but was there anything else of value? Okay.
No.
I will come out of the hole.
I'm at the hole. You also the sky is in the same situation as it was before. It's just that twilight sky, no sun. Even though you've been down here for a few hours. Well, you've been here for, I guess, a couple hours. A little longer than that, because a couple. So you've been here for a few hours. The sun is still not risen.
Okay. The Nostra. When we have seen them, do they speak common?
The only time you ever saw one speak common was in your memory. He spoke common to you.
Okay. Have we seen them talk to the lizard folk?
I don't think you have. The Nostra always seem to be kind of off on their own. From when you've seen them, they've always been by themselves.
Okay.
A couple times they have a guard, but they don't talk to the guard. And all that time you were watching the camp and the army, they were always in their own tent.
All right. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Okay. We get up to the top. I
Croc
want
comes
to try
over
to catch
and-
up.
He says, they said they're going back.
Okay, I'll be right back, and I'm gonna take off, catch up to that lieutenant,
Okay, they're not very far.
and I'm gonna tell him, keep that guy, like, chained and everything, but don't. I want to talk to him before you kill him or put him anywhere. I want to talk to him.
He says, we'll try. Well, I've never seen a prisoner, but I've heard we've had prisoners before, and they just die. So you better hurry if you want to talk to him. You can talk to him. Well, follow us back. He'll wake up one of these moments.
Okay, I'll run back to the party. Does anyone have anything that can make me speak Draconic?
I can just be your changeling
no.
if you need that.
What about maybe in the morning?
You're only like 3 hours from Ira, the little port town, and then it was 3 days to get here. It was 3 days to get here from Ivar.
Nope.
I think maybe it was two and a half days, but you got to go upstream, so it'll be a little longer.
Yeah, if I can in the morning and get you on the same wavelength.
Okay. Can we get an 8-hour long rest in the town?
And yeah, if you got a bed and you don't need a watch, then you can have a 8-hour rest.
Okay, I'll tell the lieutenant then to just try to keep him under chains, and I will talk to him in the morning. Try not to let him die.
Okay.
All right. I'll start heading back to the town with everybody. So in the morning, I'm going to try to disguise myself as a Nostra and talk to him. See if he answers any questions that way.
Well, my word. Maybe.
It's only like 3 hours to get back to the town. And as soon as you reach that little village, there's panic in the streets. People are like packing up their houses.
In the streets.
They've got like their donkeys are outside and they're packing up their donkeys. And
Oh yeah, has the sky changed at all?
no, sky has not changed at all.
Nope.
But that doesn't seem what people are already terrified about that, but that does not seem to be the thing that is, well, I don't know. I'm not sure if you would notice this right away, but something is freaking these people out, and they're packing up, and there was panic in the streets.
Panic in the streets of London.
Of a fishing village.
What is going on?
You see Click, the little gnome fisherman.
Click.
And
Are you leaving?
he says, "There's a dragon. It
Yes,
just
that's
flew
true.
over. And then first the sky is messed up, and then there's a dragon. Whew. It's not safe. Oh, I'm out of here.
Where will you go?
Well, anywhere's better than this. Where are you going?
Where? Well, I was going to rest, and then in the morning we were going to go back probably to Fort Ivar.
Well, good luck. My wife wants to go back to Amir, but I mean, maybe it's safe. But what if that dragon's going there? That's the way he's going.
I'll tell him about Crocatish if I'm there. We're all there?
Yeah, you're there.
Okay, yeah, I'll tell him. There's an empire far east that is away from these lizard men.
I feel like
If you feel like you need protection, I feel like that would be the best place for you
What,
to
like
go.
a day's walk? No, that's Amir lands.
I'm afraid it's a little more than a day's walk.
Where is it?
I'll show him a map, and I'll point to the map.
He looks at it. He
I'll
pulls
go to the
out,
closest point.
his monocle and he's looking it over. He says, "That?" He says, "Look at me. How the heck am I supposed to get over there?"
I feel like you're. Have you heard the good news? Every time.
It's like telling someone there's a tornado coming. And you're like, "Oh, if you want to be safe, just head over to Florida. It'll be fine." Yeah. Yeah, really. It's over water. So you did not calm his nerves any.
Where is everyone going? Because like there's no other roads out of this place.
No, there's just the river that heads up to Ivar.
Where are you going? Are you going to cut across wilderness, or are you taking
No,
the river to Fort Ivar?
We got our buddies run a fishing hut a little ways out there, bringing their boat over. We're heading back up to Ivar and then up to Amir.
Okay, good luck. Oh,
Okay.
Click.
Yeah.
I'll pull out those books.
He pulls out his
Can you-
monocle again.
Can you tell me anything about just a quick look at any of these?
Where did you get those?
Under the sea,
yeah.
under the chromatic sea.
These are under the water.
Well, it's like an airtight cave. Anyway, yes, sure. What are any of these? What can you tell me?
He's like Xerophal. History Xerophal. This one's this one I don't do magic, but I think there's something magic about this one, some sort of magic book. This one, he flips it, opens up and flipping through, and he's like, "Well, it says it's a history book, but it's nothing I understand. Even the maps are wrong."
So there's 2 history books.
One history book, one about Xerophal, one some sort of spell book.
Okay.
One of them is a like a book of devices and mechanisms.
Like a tinker's book.
Yeah.
Leonardo da Vinci's drawings.
Yeah, basically that's what. It's just a bunch of different
Yeah.
drawings in the book.
Helicopter in there.
Yeah. And another one is where's my list? Where is it at? Oh, it's a book on the what's the word? The other realms. He says other realms. It doesn't make sense. I don't know what I mean. Other realms. I don't know what that means.
Okay. Where do you know where the like premier gnomish museum is, that if we get there I could give them these?
Well, yeah, there's a whole district in Emir, gnomes.
Which part of Emir?
Oh, I've never been myself, but I'm sure you find it. Just ask around. Just say for the gnomish district. They'll put you where you need to go.
That's in the capital?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good luck, Click.
He nods. He goes back to packing up his cabin.
Is the army staying here for the night?
Yes.
Okay. What time of day is it? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
The sun never
but
came
you can
up.
kind of figure the time. It's afternoon.
Okay.
I want to go find those people that we saved.
Okay.
And I
I'll
want
go with
to
them.
try to.
Yeah, they've got them at the army camp, and because the town's not able to deal with anything, they got them at army camp, and they were giving them provisions and things, feeding them, and they're all there.
Oh, as I'm walking over there, I think I recognized one of them.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Maybe they could tell us what the lizard folk wouldn't.
Yeah, let's go.
And they're all in this little at this around a table at the moment, and you see the one that you recognize, and yeah, Sunny Cheeks, you see her as well.
All right.
She yeah, and you immediately see her, and you're like, I know that face.
Oh, she's that recognizable?
Roll me that perception check.
All right.
Recognize that face, but it's something's different about it. You're not quite can't put it together.
Oh, I did not roll very good.
Not sure where you've seen it from.
Dang it.
I'm gonna
I'll just walk
cast
up to
when
her.
I'm walking up. Can I cast guidance on myself and really like?
Sure.
Take a look.
Do
No.
I get a vibe?
No, I got nothing.
Do I get a vibe like a friendly or danger or anything? Like from my memory, like I can't place it, but when I see it,
nothing traumatic.
Okay, I'll walk up to her. You seem familiar. Do I know you?
And she's kind of, her face is scraped up, and she's been through an ordeal, and she looks at you, and I don't think so. What's your name?
My name is Eru.
I don't know an Eru. She sees the rest of you.
Close to her. Do I can I roll again or no?
Sure.
Now that I'm talking with her.
Go for it.
15. Can't roll higher than 15.
What you say?
I'll get my
your name
spyglass
was?
out.
I'm Dina. Dina?
Dina?
Dina.
Is the little girl that you ripped the
Dina
I
Pat.
ripped the
Dina Patra?
Dinica Patrick.
No, Patra. Patra.
Is this that little girl?
Nope. It's the little boy's last name. His name was Patra. That came stumbling into the town because his parents.
It looks like the little boy.
Looks like the little boy.
Okay. That's why. You look just like your son.
Exactly like it.
Where is her son? Is he around?
No, she doesn't know anything about that.
No, I mean, did I see him when we came in?
Mm-mm. You
Where's
didn't.
did I see the lady that was supposed to be taking care of him?
You know where she lives. You didn't see her.
I think I know where your son is. I'll be back, and I'll run over
If
there.
you know where he's at, I'm coming with you.
I'm already gone, running
So,
full
what?
speed.
She still follows. So yeah, you go to the
I'll
house,
just
and you can
sympathize,
hear a bunch
son.
of noise getting rummaged around in that house. Door's open.
I'll just knock on the door. Is the
You
boy
knock on the
still
door.
here?
Door opens up, and she's packing things. Says, yeah, he's right here.
I found his mother. Oh, she'll be here in a few seconds.
So mom comes in, big hug. She says thank you, gives you a kiss on the cheek, and she says, I don't have any, I can't give you anything, just thanks.
Can you? It might be difficult. Can you tell me about your experience?
It's not much to tell. I was not even awake. We were sleeping. It was night. And they just barged into the house, and I saw, well, the one thing I do remember is two red eyes. I immediately got up to run for my son, but I was just like, I couldn't do anything. I was just staring at those eyes. And my husband also was there, and we couldn't do anything. And then I remember what we were doing. They were just marching us down the hallway, and it was terrible.
Do you know why?
I think they were just using us to clear a path. I think we were there to feed a dragon. And you can see as she says it, she remembers the dragon. As it's all sort of been kind of coming back to her as she's been reciting it.
Okay, it's okay. You're safe for now.
And she remembers her husband was also in that room and didn't come out. So he starts crying.
I'll look up at the lady who was taking care of the kid. Does she look like she's coming over to help?
She's just watching. She's just like listening.
I have to get back to my friends. Take it easy in here if you need to. I think everyone is getting ready to leave. I will back away.
I will back away.
Go over to find Saren and see if he's found out any information from the people that were under the control longer.
Just give me a like a persuasion check, just a general one, just to see how much information they're gonna give you. You know, a lot of the same story as what he just heard, where they were refugees from in the farmlands. They lived in the farmlands. You don't know any of them, but they were all living in that same area, and they got pushed out whenever the lizards came in. And they left to go to Port Illidan, and they remember the general. They hadn't seen him before, but he was a general of the army. A couple of them said, "Yeah, I've seen him before. He's a general. He's a famous general." And they packed him into the boat. And they said about halfway through the journey, they started thinking, something's not right. And they set out, and it was about a day at sea, and they took an abrupt turn. And that's where they knew things were like, where are they taking us? And then they docked at that spot where you guys saw them at, and they forced them to stay down there. We couldn't do anything about it. And then he said same thing with the red eyes. When the Nostra came up, they came walking up, and then all of a sudden we just had no control, and we were just doing what they asked us to do.
Do you see any people with red jewels?
No, I just red eyes. I saw red eyes.
Does
They took all of everything off of us.
Does their story does that sound like what happened to me, or does what happened to me sound different?
With your memory?
Yeah, with just them trying to charm me or whatever.
No, yours is a little different.
Okay.
They were placed. You get the feeling they were placed under a charm, and
Not a modified memory.
your memory was modified. Yeah.
Okay.
It was it was a charm, but it was almost like they just like had they were compelled to do whatever these Nostra were wanting from them. He
But
said
none of them
got
speaks to the only one reason thing or fill us in on any of what the lizard folk weren't saying.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Not with that persuasion roll. But you're not. Yeah, they don't. They were just kind of. They're even separated off from the pack, so a lot of them didn't hear anything. They were just herded sheep, cattle, whatever. Are you staying here for the night?
I think that's the plan.
Okay. There is an inn, and the innkeeper is packing up. And he says, I'm planning on leaving as soon as the sun comes up. You can help yourself to the kitchen. Up. You can have them in the room for free too. I don't care. But just have at it. I'm leaving.
Guys, we just got a free inn. Okay.
I'm gonna go into the kitchen and start cooking dinner for everyone.
Okay.
Nice.
He comes. The owner comes in and out every once in a while. He's packing the things up, but he didn't say much to you.
While he's cooking, I just want to talk with him and anyone else who's there in our party about what we should try to ask this guy in the morning. I'm thinking, I don't know if I should go in with a "did you tell them anything" first, or if I should go in with a "are you ready for the event" type thing.
I don't think your party
I don't
cares.
even know where to get. I'm so
Sorry.
confused about it. This whole thing. Oh.
What do you think a Nostra would say
Thanks,
to
Tangier.
these lizard folk?
To convince them?
To just get them to talk about the things they don't want to talk to us about.
Strategy, maybe?
I don't know.
They'd start by asking them to open up their feelings to you.
The
Open
biggest
your
thing is
feelings.
Feelings to me.
the biggest thing is it doesn't really seem like they really interact with them. They just kind of
They're just kind of
Point.
around.
say go.
Maybe the Nostra aren't the bosses.
Maybe you try and intimidate them with the what did you tell them?
Well, we'll see
Type
how it
of
goes, I
thing.
guess.
And maybe hit them with it, because surely maybe they know about people getting their memories modified. Maybe you ask, tell us everything you know, and so we know if you still on the
We
level
know what you
or
know.
something.
I need to know what you know. All right, well.
I'll eat whatever Saren cooks up.
Okay. Yeah, there's plenty of eggs and it's fully stocked. Lots of
Breakfast
fish.
for
Lots of
dinner.
fish.
Breakfast for dinner is the best thing ever.
I'm gonna make sunny side up eggs,
Corned
French
beef
toast.
hash.
Okay, you have a nice meal.
I do want, before the night is over, I want to go find that lieutenant.
Okay.
And talk to him about where he's going to put that guy.
I'll follow.
He sees one of the guards points you and him, and you go into his tent. And you can see he's getting things organized. He's got a map in front of him, but he says, "Well, we got a post." Stick his arms around a post and stick him in the camp.
Can you put him somewhere secluded, where he thinks he's alone?
Secluded, and then now what if?
Keep a guard on him, or however many guards you want, but I want somewhere that I can talk to him alone.
How much distance you want?
So a small tent would be fine, as long as he is attached to a post.
All right, we'll stick him in a tent.
How many guards are you going to put on him?
4.
Okay, in the morning. Have any of your guards seen these Nostra?
None of the guards have, but there are a couple of folks have heard stories. I don't know if anyone's seen any of them. We all know about them.
Bring me. Can you send me the 4 guards you're going to post on him?
Why?
I want to go over our plan for tomorrow morning. You can listen in. I would like you to.
Well, there's a shift. They're not watching. There's gonna be
The
more
ones that are going to be there in the morning.
All right. He nods to a grunt who goes out and gets the 4.
Okay, before he leaves, I want to ask him what all he got off of the lizard man.
Who you asking?
The guard. I'm with him.
You prep? Yep.
No, they
The
didn't go
general.
down the hole. Oh, you're talking about just the prisoner?
Yeah.
He says, I don't know. You have to ask the lieutenant. I didn't search this one.
All right, then.
So they the 4 come in along with Zarik and the other
Is
guy.
the lieutenant there? Because I do want his input.
He's in the tent. Yeah, he just brings him back to the tent
Okay.
that you're in.
Okay. So tomorrow morning, this is what I would like to do. I'm going to come in into your tent, and when I do, I want you to all act as if you are suddenly under my thrall, and I'm going to just gesture towards the door, and you are all going to leave, okay? I will look like this, and I am going to cast Disguise Self and look like a Nostra, where you can't see my face, it's just black.
Okay, they are a little scared. They take a
I'll
step
save.
back.
Don't worry, I'm still me.
One of them goes
But
to grab
tomorrow,
his
I'm not
sword.
going to ask like this, okay? I just want you to be ready for it. So when I walk in, you can even act like you're going to grab your sword, but I'm going to step in, motion towards the door. You're going to act as if you are now my friend, and you are going to leave. You understand?
They look at the lieutenant, and he nods, and they nod.
Now, stay outside the tent, because if things go badly, I will call for your help, but hopefully I won't need it.
They nod.
All right, Eric.
I'll
Yes,
drop
sir.
Disguise Self.
Okay, Eric, can you speak Draconic or understand it?
That's why we are having to wait for tomorrow morning.
Oh, all right.
I only speak common, druidic, halfling, and primordial.
Okay, going back to the inn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, night goes on. Peaceful. As peaceful as the sound of donkeys and horses and packing everywhere goes. A little noisy. But you wake up in the morning, which you think is morning, but it's the same light all around, which is not really much light.
Okay. And then one more question. When we saw them do the ritual or whatever to the all the humans,
Mm-hmm.
what did that look like approximately?
You couldn't see it because a big dark cloud appeared around him. You saw a big cloud. The Nostra got together, and then a big cloud just sort of enveloped everything.
How long did that cloud last?
About 10 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna fill in those 4 guards. That
Okay.
just before my arrival, there's going to be a dark cloud that shows up in the tent.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. All right.
Morning is here. You see the innkeeper he's leaving. He's out walking out the door as you guys get up. Are you having breakfast? Are you going straight there?
I mean, I only took 4 hours to meditate, so I'll have something small while they're still waking up.
Okay.
And then I'll be ready to go as soon as everyone's awake. How long does... What are you, you're casting tongues on me?
Yep.
How long does it last?
An hour.
Hour, okay. Do we get a long rest?
Yep.
Wait, okay, I'm not listening to his conversation. I'll be outside the tent.
Yeah, I will be too.
Round the back.
Okay, let's hear
Alright.
how you do this. You make your way to the tent, to the camp.
Okay, so first, I'm going to get over close to it. I'm going to disguise self to look like the Nostra.
Mhm.
Can't see my face. I'm getting tongues cast on me, correct?
Yep.
Okay. As we get over there, I'm going to cast Silent Image in the form of that dark cloud that just covers the front part of that entrance to that tent.
Okay.
And I'm going to...
And inside the tent, or just outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
inside. And I don't think it will envelop the lizard folk.
Okay.
And then I am after because that lasts. I can make that last for 10 minutes, so I will make that last the full 10 minutes, just like I told them I was going to the night before. And then I will just walk in. It's going to look as best as I can, like they do. I don't know if they hover or whatever, but do they sort of glide or do they?
Yeah, they sort of glide.
Okay, so I'll try to make the disguise self look like that, so that it stays with me as I sort of glide.
You just walk in a particular way. You have like a cape, right?
Well, if disguise self like makes me look like them,
You got like the robe and everything. It's just you can just walk in a specific way to make you look like you're gliding.
yeah.
Give me a just give me a d20 on the how well the guards sell it.
Okay. Oh,
What is that? Is that 10?
it looks like a 10.
They put on a show. And they step out
Just as I'm stepping in.
as you are coming
And
in.
What does the lizard guy respond to that at all?
He's looking down. His arms are like manacled behind the post,
Mhm.
and you can see he as soon as you step into his view, he slowly looks up, and he's just staring at you.
He doesn't say anything. He's just looking at me.
Doesn't say anything.
Any expression on his face or anything? I'm trying to read
Give me an insight check.
his initial response to this showing up. It's plus 4, 17 plus 4 is 21. Yeah, 21.
Doesn't give off much of an expression, but there is a slight hint of dubious. You may not be selling it.
Okay. So he can't see my face, so it's not going to look like I'm actually speaking.
Mm-hmm.
But I have tongue, so I'm going to try to do like the best, not my own accent that I can.
Okay.
I'm going to say, how were you captured?
You are trying to like completely cover your face.
Yeah, you can't see my face at all. It's just the black light, just like the Nostra.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
Can it be deception?
Yeah, that's better.
So not rolling weird. 22.
That's weird. He kind of snaps, like, not to attention, but he sort of snaps to a bit. But he cocks his head for a second as you start speaking. And
My idea of how this is working is because he can't. Because how does tongues work exactly? Because I'm still speaking my own language. It's just anyone can understand me, right? Okay, but he can't see my mouth moving.
Right.
Okay.
there's for a second he snaps to. Like I'm selling it. This is it. It's working. And then, as you say that, he cocks his head a minute. He doesn't say anything. You can see you had him for a second, and then you've lost him. Something isn't clicking.
Dang it. I can't just communicate with him telepathically. Can I flare up the red eyes?
Sure.
Does he respond
I'll add
to that?
into your deception roll. No. Now he is just looking down.
Dang it. Dang it. I'll say, don't look away from me when I'm talking to you.
He says, why are you here?
I'm here to
Draconic.
take over. Yeah, I understand it.
Yeah, just making sure it's not common.
Said I'm here to take over this town. How did you get captured?
He kind of laughs a little bit. He says, "No. Why are you here?" And he looks at you. Looks directly at you.
Dang it. At this point, do I know the jig is up? Is this pretty obvious?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I will just ask him, why are you here?
I think we're done.
Okay, I hear that. I'm going in.
Kobold
I'll say
steps
hello.
in.
I'm going to flare up the eyes and say, tell me what you know!
Give me a intimidation roll.
This is +1. Hey, it actually rolled out this time.
Natural
20.
Natural 20.
He says, "What I know is you are meaningless, as are all your friends. There's no point.
Why are we meaningless?
Because you are nothing.
Compared to what?
Compared to me, the gods, everything else."
What is it the Nostra are trying to do here?
First off, do not speak their name.
Nostra, Nostra, Nostra. What are they doing here?
And second, it does not matter. Does not affect you in any way.
It affects me when they try to take over my mind.
You have met one?
Yes, his name was Clemph. Or so he claimed.
He smiles. They do not have names.
He was very chummy with me at a bar.
He said, "They are very powerful with the feeble-minded."
If you could see my eyes, they would be squinting.
You hear Zurich laughing outside the tent.
Throw a dagger through the tent.
You're in
I'm
there,
gonna-
Zariq. Didn't you go in?
I'm gonna step in
Oh, yeah, I
whenever
went
he
in.
says that, and I'm gonna say, yeah, they're easily dispatched. You know what I mean?
Impossible.
Dead.
Zurich starts
Couple
laughing
of them
again.
now, right? 2.
Oh, yeah.
Getting them numbers up.
He didn't say anything.
You know what's funny?
You can see that
Looking down on you right now.
He's very angry.
I tell him, do you
You
feel
don't
superior
seem
right now?
so tough.
You've done well capturing me, but that doesn't matter.
I think it does. Answer me. Do you feel superior right now?
He doesn't answer that.
I'm gonna get down right next to his face. That's what I thought.
What is Xerx's plan? And as soon as when I say Xerx, I want to see if he has response to it.
He just looks at you and chuckles a little. Simple minds.
Says the guy who can't even explain what he's talking about.
Use your words.
I just think maybe it's so over your head that you don't understand. You just think it's cool because the other kids do too.
Yes, this is all over your pay grade, isn't it? You're just a grunt.
Yes, I am.
Grunt who doesn't actually know what he's doing. Throws away his life for reasons he knows not. You are the insignificant one.
Doesn't respond to that.
Aren't you?
He just hangs his head back down. He says, under his very lowly, he says, just kill me already.
I tell him, all your friends are dead. You're the only one left. You're the only one left alive.
Say I'm not prepared to show you such mercy until you tell me what it is I want to know.
He looks back up at you. Doesn't say anything, though.
Give us the name of your god. And I'll put you out of your misery right now.
He kind of balks at the idea and says, gods do not have names.
What is their plan?
That is for them to decide.
Not the gods. The Nostra.
He says, do not say that name.
What are you going to do? Maybe I just keep saying it over and over again and never kill you.
You can see him fiddling with his manacles behind his back. You can see he's struggling to get out.
I'll go back there.
He wants out.
I go back there.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
Okay.
Wisdom. Not getting out of here.
He freezes.
Okay. I'm gonna freeze him up and I'm gonna get down there. Insignificant, huh?
He doesn't say anything.
I tell him, you know what I see when I look at you? You know what I see in everyone that I look at? I see barbarians. Everyone is barbaric here. But you know who's less barbaric? These guys. And you know who's more barbaric? You. You wear simple clothing. You have no armor.
He does have armor.
He's
not wearing it right now. But.
Did have it.
I got attacked with a club. You call that a weapon? I call that a big bat.
I just stand over there trying to figure out, like, if we could have done anything differently, and I start thinking about all the different things. I think about Yendra and how if she gets found out, she might be dead, and I'll say, who is Chain?
He looks at you and he says, insignificant.
Then tell me who he is.
Someone who will die soon enough.
What is his part in this plan?
He doesn't say anything.
I reach back and break one of his fingers. What is his part in this plan?
He begins to get feel some pain, but then he sighs. He says, "Do it again."
I cut off one of his fingers.
He winces, but it doesn't seem to faze him too much.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
Oh no.
No, I'm not.
He sits there quietly.
I look to him really closely and say, I can make your life
How
really
long?
terrible.
How long does that hold person last? Just a minute.
Minute.
He gets a save after the end of every one of his turns, though.
Okay.
Would you like? What if I just let you live, crippled?
Then I will fall on my sword.
What if I take your sword? What if you are a prisoner for the rest of your life?
And I will be a prisoner knowing I did my part.
Your part is
And
insignificant.
He doesn't say anything. You're getting the idea that he's out of things to say.
I will walk out of the tent.
Okay.
Drop the disguise self before I
Okay.
go scare everybody.
Guards go back in. Zarik and Sarah.
I'll drop the whole person.
Okay.
I'll tell the lieutenant, if you have anyone who can read minds or something, maybe you can get something out of him, but otherwise he's yours to do with what you will.
I tell him, you only wish to be superior.
If
And then
anyone around here read mine, it's going to be at the Mage Academy, and that's a long way from here.
I understand. But I place him in your charge now, so he's up to you what to do with him. He was unhelpful.
Thanks for trying. We've had one or two. I've heard of a couple getting captured, but you don't ever get anything out of them.
I'll just go sit somewhere alone.
Okay.
Get my cards out and just fiddle with them. Keep my hands busy.
Saren, you notice that it's still the same light, what little light there is in the sky, but there is a light north of you now. A small glow to the north.
Is that one brand new star?
No, this is on the horizon.
Everyone, look.
And you can see it's just almost like town lights in the distance. There's just a glow in the distance.
Oh, there's a town on fire?
Yeah.
Fort Ivar's on fire. I don't see this, by the way. I've gone into the inn.
Is that where my sister is?
No, she's no, not there. She's at Port Illidan. When the light starts, that notion starts to become apparent, and the army starts packing things up quickly.
Yeah, let's get a move on.
And hop into the boats, and it takes them maybe an hour to get everything packed up and into the boats. They've got the prisoner along with them. They load up. They'll let you come on in if you want, and start sailing up north.
Does someone come and get me?
Yeah.
They leave me. I come out and it's all empty. I'm like,
So you get in the boats and you start sailing north. It's a 2.5, 3 day sail, depending on the wind. As they, I think that's. Sorry, I'm forgetting how long it was. Yeah, it's a couple days. It's about a day of water and then a day of walking. I think is what I've got here. So you sail for a day, and then as you get through that day, you can see that's getting brighter, and you can start smelling the smoke in the air. On the second day, you guys are walking that way. You guys, a lot of the gnomes that are with you, also from the town. Not as many have come this way, though. Some of them have changed plans as they saw what was going on. But as you appear, you can see that fort that was on the mountain, and it is, by this point, smoldering. That one's really on fire anymore. It's just still smoking, though. And you can smell it, and you can see it's been burned out.
Over the course of those 3 days...
2 days,
I'm
sorry.
going to be,
2 days.
2 days. I'm going to be just going through the motions, get up, do all the things, but anytime that there's a chance for him to be away and alone, I will be alone.
Okay. When you come to the fort, it appears there was a battle here. Obviously, things have been burned, which you figure out what that was. There are some on the west side of town. You have to go around the west side of town to get in. And there are a lot of dead lizard bodies outside town. And the west side seems to be mostly held together. The north side of town has a lot more damage to it. Walls were busted in. And the town is empty, though. As you go through the main gates, the town is empty. It's just been burned through. There's a lot of dead. But the town has just got trashed.
Does it look like people got out?
Are
there like like a lot of footprints going in one direction?
Give me survival.
It's not very good. Oh, 16.
Yeah, in the dim light, you can make out that
20.
Several of them made it out. There's an east road that heads into the forest, and you can see that there are several footprints that go that way. So it seems like a lot of people managed to make it out that way. There are some dead over there, but it seems like most, or not most, but a lot seem to have made it that way.
Do we know? Let's see. Ipomia? Is that what that is? Is that the next closest town that way?
The next big town is Ilion, which is where...
Oh, it's north and east?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that way.
Okay.
Yeah, Ipomoea.
Pomoia.
Those are the main towns, but you know there's other smaller villages along the way also. These are the main towns.
That's the name of a flower.
Oh, that's right. Okay. That's right. That was the flower of something.
Do we know if the lizard folk have gotten to the capital of Amir? Is
they
the
hadn't.
capital of Amir just called Amir?
Yeah.
Okay.
They hadn't. So last time you they were pretty much the forest was where they drew the line.
Is the lieutenant? Are they doing anything?
Yeah, so they go in and they immediately spread out looking for survivors. The core group, including the lieutenant, runs to the keep to check on the keep.
I'll go with him.
Okay.
I'm just going to walk around like the perimeter of the town and look out into the forest and see if I see anything.
Okay. You follow them into the keep, and you can overhear that they raided the vault, and it's missing. As the lieutenant is speaking with a few others.
Okay. What's missing?
He says, there is a gemstone that was set into a scepter. but each we have 4 of them spread amongst a few of our towns, and they're ancient. They're nothing. They don't mean anything. They're just symbols from Emir himself. He wore them on his crown whenever he was king, and when he died, he spread them out, and they went to each corner of the empire. It's symbolic, but it's I don't know why anyone would want to steal it. It's prized only to us. And you would know this history of Emir's crown, and it has some gemstones in it. There's a white one. There's a few different colors. You don't know where those came from or any of that kind of story, and neither does the lieutenant. He just knows they're important, and they lock them away because it's symbolic for Emir.
I think we need to do a little bit of research on those stones.
Talking to the lieutenant?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know anything about it, about, like, history of it. We can ask around, but any of that information maybe at the vault, at the library in Emir. But I'll see if anyone has any information.
Yeah, if you can, that'd be great.
Have I seen anything of note around the perimeter?
Of the town?
Yeah.
No, nothing. It seems like they attacked. There was a big attack from the north and a little attack from the west. But the east and south was not messed with at all. And from the survivors, as you kind of come back around, you see there's a few survivors amongst the rubble and stuff, and they say that they saw them coming on the horizon, and they got scouts out. They knew they were coming. They showed up. They started marching here. They got reports a day ago, and that there was a contingent heading down south. And so a lot of people got out just in case, but it wasn't that many attacking. So we thought we could defend this. So they put up a defense, but as soon as that force hit, some more came from the west. They weren't expecting. It wasn't very many, but enough just to have to split our forces up. And then a dragon showed up, and then another dragon showed up, and we were helpless with dragons.
Which way did they go?
As soon as they came in, they went back out the way they left. The way they came in, they went back north.
And north is where most of the survivors escaped?
They escaped to the east.
Okay.
East northeast.
Okay.
They went back up north near that road that goes up back to the hinge.
Okay. Back towards the hinge. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
Holy crap.
we could go to Emir. They might have some people who know the history better, or at the very least, we could maybe look into these books.
That sounds
Yeah,
like a
I
plan.
think we need to do some research. Also, what are we gonna do about a big old dragon?
I don't know.
Nothing.
we are going to watch how burn cities down, apparently.
I mean, that's got to be a top priority to deal with. Maybe she's a. Why did they release her?
Apparently to burn cities down.
I mean, if someone's doing all the work for you, it's a lot easier to come through afterwards.
You could, did we get a long rest over the course of the river days?
Yeah. Let's say on the river, on the boat you can.
Okay. You could always send Omira a message and ask her.
What do you think I should say?
I have no idea. I think it seems that they are in league with him now, so I don't know.
I'll send a message to Omira,
Okay, which Omira?
the small one.
Okay.
Hey, Omira. Saren here. Why are you working with the Nostra? Thought we had a deal. You helped me get my sisters, and I was going to help you. You just backed out and find someone else?
I think that was it.
Hi, Saren.
And that's it. That's all you
Oh,
get.
1 second. These fellas helped me out. Now, Mama's free, and I didn't need to bother with you anymore. Thank you. See you around,
He had one word left if he wanted
Saren.
it.
Well, that didn't go great.
What did she say?
I mean, she got what she wanted, right? I don't think it's anything to do with her having any mind control on her. I just think she was like, oh, well, I can get her out even quicker with these people.
Great. This whole time I'm talking to you, I'm not making eye contact with you. Well, what next? We just go to Ymir?
The army starts reinforcing the walls and getting things set back up in town. And the lieutenant starts giving out orders to get that stuff set back up. The town, the lord is dead, and all the other high ups in this town are dead as well. It seemed like they had a mission to go straight, and you can kind of gather, as with all the talking, they beelined it for that keep, and then got back out.
I don't know what to do. Feels like above my pay grade.
Do we know where... Did Yendra say where Chain was, or where she was going to try to find him?
She said Chain was in Talon, the capital of the lizard folk.
Okay. Well, shall we go to Ymir? Try to get some information?
Let's start. Let's do it.
Like the best option we have.
Okay.
Okay. Would you want to go north, or do you want to go east?
I don't think we want to go north, guys. I think we want to go through Alien.
Okay. Emira, I think Emira is where Saren is originally from. Got attacked by werewolves.
Werebears.
Werebears, that's right, werebears. Okay, so you guys leave the gates. The lieutenant nods. He says, he says, before you go, what do you want to do with this prisoner?
Talk to him.
He is yours.
We can just lock him up.
That is up to you. If he becomes too much of a problem, I would imagine that you will put him down. But it is up to you.
Mm-hmm. Happy hunting.
You can try to get any information out of him. Let's say go for that. But You do it. Do whatever you think's right.
He nods to you. He shakes your hand. Just thank you for what you did a few days ago.
Sorry, we could not do more.
You guys leave the gates and you head east down the road into the forest, into Ikora's forest, towards Ilion. And that is where we'll end, but we're going to end with a level up. So everyone's going to
Yay.
roll
Wow.
some hit points.
What am I going to take? Oh, I know what I'm going to take.
Get a D8.
I'm not sure what I want to do with this level up either.
5.
Good average.
I'm
I'm gonna
taking
roll
my
this health for now, but I might.
second level in Paladin.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
5.
Is your god in Mithra? Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
David, what'd you get?
I got a 5.
Oh, everyone's getting 5s.
+1, so that'd be 6.
5s all around.
5s all around.
Anybody do anything else out of the ordinary?
I'm not sure yet. No, I'll just level up, I guess.
Whenever I get the time, I'll spend a while praying. And I'll ask Eru if he wants to join me.
Are you? I'll just again without looking you in the eye. Are you sure?
Yeah. I think you might need to talk to her.
Or
Okay. As we're walking to wherever we're going, I don't want to become that.
Nobody does. But I don't know. I've never been so scared. And it's it's a different feeling to think that the whole world might be at stake.
Yeah. Now I'm even more worried for Yendra. And when I thought about it, for a moment I was prepared to do whatever it took. I was not ready for what I did, though. It has been bothering me.
She doesn't talk back, but maybe you'll find some answers. Just give it a shot.
Okay. What do I do?
And I'll go through and start setting everything up and like having like a whole shebang.
Do I feel anything for does this, because I don't know how the gods work, does this
As far as you know,
role play wise, does this like prepare me, does this do anything for me for my second level in Paladin?
no.
Do I feel anything from it?
You do not feel anything. And like I'm not gonna changing the rules any for like paladins and that kind of stuff, but you do not feel any. There's no god presence.
Okay.
And you don't know anyone that's ever talked to a god. Anything like that. That's all kind of
Okay, as I'm sitting there, I am prepared to be your weapon as Saren is your shield. But I don't know if I am prepared to do what I just did. And that's sort of how I'll preface it.
Okay. That's where we'll end. That is our sad note that we will end on. Thanks for watching. We'll be
Bye.
back. We're gonna be back
Bye.
next week. 3 in a row. Is it gonna happen?
Hopefully.
We
We'll
don't
Maybe.
find
know.
out.
We're using talespire.
Oh yeah, I missed that one.
I'm guessing that was a response to a question, not
Yeah.
just random. We're using
Yeah.
Talespire.
Yeah, someone in the chat asking.
Bye.
It's weird how choppy your Discord camera is.
Is it still choppy?
Yeah, it never stopped being choppy.
I wonder if Discord like lowered their bitrate or something, or it could be my internet.
Maybe.
It was our power went out a couple times the last few days.
Big storms. Oh, really?
think they're just
I haven't
I
had
think
any
they're
of
working on
that.
something. Like anyway, bye.
We had one. We had a. Oh yeah, bye.